Hello everyone and welcome to Trailer Breakdown Part 2, which is not really a trailer, it's more of a Let's Play, but it's this video that they released, so I'm just going to break down everything that we see in this video. Let's go. Okay, so we see the starting location, it's the Temple of Talankan, how you pronounce that. I'm not sure if I knew that before, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same in Mortal Empires and Eye of the Vortex, but again, we're going to have to wait and see just how big the province is in each one, because I doubt it'll be the same size, because it never is. It's always get shrunk a bit. We're going to get choices over the course of the campaign that will lose favour with Empire factions and gain you different awards based on who it is. I'm assuming you'll also gain favour. So it looked like you can gain favour with Ostermark, and if you keep pushing that, then you unlock more and more advanced units and regiments of renown that are unique to those factions, if that makes sense. So if you get loads of favour with one, you're going to get their Ostermark Outriders or whatever. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but you never know. We're also going to get other choices that will be, I think it's going to be how the Empire supplies work. You can choose, okay, supplies time, what do you want? Do you want some horses? Do you want some artillery? Do you want some archers? Do you want some swordsmen? You know, that sort of stuff. And it's going to kind of stack up like the Blessed Spawnings, rather than it being a one-time recruit thing, like the Regiments of Renown that you can just recruit once and then that's it, you know. Until they die, they are locked in that army. No, you can just recruit as many of these guys you want and they just stay there for the whole game. You don't need to worry about getting them out before they run out, they just stay there. So that's pretty great and it's going to be very, very useful. We also got to see the hostility effects, levels 1 to 5. So level 1, you'll get low frequency supply dispatch and get -1 to your public order. Level 2, normal frequency and -2 public order. Level 3 was high frequency, +5 to enemy leadership, 10% to their enemy weapon strength, and -2 public order. Level 4 was very high frequency, +8 to enemy leadership, and +15 enemy weapon strength, and then still -2 public order. Then we get to level 5, and that is immediately, which I'm guessing is going to be every single turn for 5 turns. It's just going to be boom, what units you want, boom, what units you want. Then you just give me all the units because you're getting swarmed everyone. But that sounds very, very fun. So the enemy gets +10 to their leadership and +25% to their weapon strength, and you get -5 public order, which is quite significant, but you only get it for 5 turns, and after that it resets back to 0, and then you start the whole thing again. The Emperor's Mandate Bar, we also saw what each tier of this will give you, and we also saw how you can get it and how you can lose it. I'm not sure if this is all the things, this is all the things I saw. So you gain it by unlocking the Hunters, which we discussed in the last video, capturing settlements, building ports, upgrading them, and you lose it when you lose any territory, because obviously the point of him is to expand out the Empire's borders, but if you're obviously losing territory, the Empire isn't going to be too happy about that, so you're going to lose favour. It has 6 levels, so level 1 you get standard supplies and 2 recruit rank for those supplies, so it's going to be like the Blessed Spawnings, but recruit rank basically, how that works. Level 2 you get advanced supplies +2 recruit rank, and you unlock the barracks and livery buildings, and -20 to your relations with Lizardmen factions. So I'm guessing the advancement of the supplies is going to be the advancement of the units that you can recruit, obviously. And then you can also unlock recruitment buildings, so you don't need to rely on it as much. So it's going to be kind of, you know, I can unlock these units, so I need to complete these missions and get these units, and then eventually you'll be able to recruit them. But then when you recruit them, the Empire is offering you even more advanced units, and it's going to get to that point until you get right to the end when you can unlock everything and you've just got loads of units coming in, and it's great. Level 3 is advanced supplies, +3 recruit rank and -30 Lizardmen relations. Level 4 is elite supplies, +3 recruit rank. You unlock the menagerie and the foundry buildings, and -42 Lizardmen relations. Level 5 is elite supplies, +3 recruit rank, and you unlock the engineer's workshop and -50 relations. And finally, level 6 is +4 recruit rank, -60 Lizardmen relations, but you can no longer lose progress on that bar, so it's just going to stay there no matter what you do. You could lose all your settlements and it wouldn't make a difference. I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it's there. We also saw a bit more about each hunter, and they have special effects they bring to your armies and the final battle once they're unlocked, which looks very exciting. And you also have to go through 6 quests with them to unlock their full stories, and you get unique items and all sorts of stuff through these quests. I didn't see them all, I saw a couple, I'll put them on screen now, but they look like they're going to be very strong indeed. We saw that the Witch Hunter, Hertwig van Hal, who is an Empire Witch Hunter, I've figured this out now, he gets a bonus versus undead, and he's a multi-role, so he can be a healer or a warrior, so that sounds very interesting. And in the final battle, it looks like he's going to be bringing some form of reinforcements in, so that's going to be very, very useful, because the final battle, it looks like it's going to be a big one. The Waystalker, who was Kalara of Widrioth, which is a Wood Elves unit, I've figured this out now. She's going to increase army move range and ambush protection, as well as having, quote, an unmatched bow in the Empire, whatever that means. It sounds like she's going to be really good at slinging them arrows. And also, in the final battle, she will fire a special armor sundering arrow. So I'm guessing that's when you've got the big Saurus dread things, I can't remember the name, Dread Saurin, there it is, coming at you. You can just fire that in, it'll be weak, and then all units can just swarm on it and do loads of damage. Sounds very useful and totally worth getting. The Paladin, which is a Bretonnian unit, Roderick Languille. He gets a bonus versus lizards, physical resistance, and is an oppressive fighter. We didn't actually see this one in action, but to me that sounds like he's going to reduce enemy leadership or debuff them in some other way when he's in melee. So he's going to look around him and he's going to be shouting, yeah, come on guys, let's do this. Oh, the lizards, they smell, look how blue they are, I don't know. And then they're all going to be like, yeah, start crying, and then, you know, they're going to be really depressed or whatever. I don't know. The Master Engineer Yorick Grimm, who is a dwarf unit, he's going to grant access to unique units and ancillaries, and increase ammo and lower upkeep of artillery. And he also brings the fully stocked ability to the final battle, which again, we didn't see what this is, but if I'm guessing, I would say he could let units reload their ammunition, similar to the Gunnery White from Vampire Coast, or he's just going to offer certain buffs to ranged units in the final battle. Either way, sounds very fun. From the looks of things, it's going to look like you have very limited allies in the campaign of Eye of the Vortex. Obviously, in Mortal Empires, you can get the Empire, and they'll be a pretty good ally, I imagine. But in Eye of the Vortex, it's going to look very limited. You're going to have the New World colonies, and Suddenburg, I think it is, it's on the island, the one that's down there, because you got Lustria here, and then you got the other one there. The ones that's there, I think it's Suddenburg. I don't remember. So you're going to have very limited allies, and you're going to need to help them out if you want them to, you know, stick around. Me personally, I just like to confederate everyone and just have all the control, but, you know, if you want allies, there is the option, but you're going to have to work for it. We did also get a little look at the research tree. We didn't get a look at what everything does, but you can kind of figure it out from what you're looking at. It's separated into libraries, which look to be like cavalry units, ranged units, melee units, and then we had some that were based on the campaign, so I'm guessing it's going to be like growth and economy and different things like that. You know, basic stuff like construction cost. The stuff that we're all used to by now in the research tree. And there are also some researchers that you could pay for, and it looked like 7,000 gold apiece. We did see one of these in action. It was like plus 10 leadership when fighting against undead and plus 10 melee attack, which is super strong. And if you can get that for like all the different factions, like if you're getting that for Lizardmen, it's going to give you a massive step up. But of course, it does come with that hefty price tag, so you're going to have to choose carefully when to use those. And finally, we saw a little bit about the political dilemmas that will offer you unique Empire units. I kind of touched on this before, but I think it's going to be very interesting, especially in the Mortal Empires rework, the Empire officers and the elect counts system that we're starting to see teased on the Total War Twitter. I think some of that's going to come into Eye of the Vortex, but again, we're going to have to wait until the 11th to see, unless you get early access, which I didn't. Oh well. Okay, I believe that was everything that I could see in the video. If you saw anything else that I didn't see, please leave a comment down below. I would love to know about it. Thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please do leave it a like, because it does help out tremendously. If you want to watch any more videos like this, do consider subscribing. I've covered this before, and I'm planning to cover it into the future. I'm going to be doing all Total War Warhammer news, because I'm very excited. Come on, Game 3, come on. Possibly a new race for Game 2. Maybe a few more reworks, you know. I feel like my boys the Beastmen and my boys the Wood Elves could probably use it. But that's just me. So that about sums everything up. So for now, I was COLONELDAMNEDERS, and I'll see you next turn.